Good morning from the farmer's garden. I'm one of the farmers and I'm out in the greenhouse right now. So this morning we are going to be planting Tom. This is Tom. Tom is a Mr. Stripey tomato. So he's going to make big, some of them literally last year were big, and they're like pink and yellow striped, have a really meaty flesh, not a lot of seeds, super sweet, super delicious tomato. So I am going to be planting Tom in a pot. Just to show y'all how easy it is to grow your own tomatoes. We realize that there are a lot of people that do not have the time, the space, or the inclination to grow their own food. And we are grateful that there are people like that because we get to sell them tomatoes. But we also know that there are a lot of people looking to grow some of their own food, whether it's for fun or because they feel like that's an important life skill to have, or whatever the reason is. People want to grow their own food. So we sell tomatoes. Mr. Stripey is just one of those varieties that we're selling. We also have Romas and Kentucky beefsteak and Cherokee purple and cherries and all of these tomatoes. But today we're going to be planting Tom the Mr. Stripey. So let me show you how this goes. Alright, so I've got a big old pot here. I don't remember what size this is. We had something else planted in it, and that houseplant died, and so we're going to use it again for this. I've taken out all the old dirt and put in fresh potting soil. Do not reuse soil that has roots and all that stuff in it. Just go ahead and use fresh. So I line the bottom just to keep it from draining too quickly. I line the bottom with just some paper, and then I've got the soil in there, and we're going to go ahead and plant Tom the tomato. Alright, so you can see Tom has really nice roots. They're all grown together in there. He's come out in a nice clump. You can kind of pinch at those to get them to sort of break up, or you can just plant him just the way he is. This is harder to do with one hand. All right, we're going to dig a nice deep hole. We want a deep hole for Tom. Again, trying to do this with one hand. So Tom is going to go in the hole. Any leaves that would be down in or touching the dirt, we take off, and then we fill it in. So you see that I filled that in about halfway up Tom's stem. And we could actually add a little bit more dirt. We can come on up a little bit further. So get some more soil here. And this is just, I don't remember which brand, but it was just potting soil from Walmart. So it doesn't have to be anything overly special. And now Tom is planted. And we are going to put Tom on our front porch, and we're going to have our own Mr. Stripeys off of Tom. So if you're just looking to grow your own food, whether it's just an experiment, something you want to do with the kids, any of those things, tomatoes are super easy to do. You just need a flower pot, some potting soil, and a plant. And we have the plants. We have so many plants. And tomatoes are awesome. They're really hardy. They're very easy to grow. And these are always available at our farmers markets. Well, they will be for the next few weeks. But as you can see, some of them are definitely getting too big for the cups they're in. So any of them that don't sell by the end of April will be going out in our own garden. So snag those while you can so that you can grow your own Tom. Alright, so I have watered Tom, the Mr. Stripey tomato, and I have moved him to the front porch. Tomatoes like to be consistently moist, but not soggy. They don't like to get real dry, and it will affect blooming if you let them go, hi Clyde, if you let them go wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry, it will affect blooming. But they like to be consistently moist, and they do like sunshine. So we're going to leave Tom here on the porch, and we're going to grow some Mr. Stripey tomatoes, and I'll show you updates on him throughout the summer and let you see how that looks. In the meantime, if you want to experiment with growing your own tomato plant, just let us know, and we've got plenty available. Thank y'all for stopping by the farm today. Hope you enjoyed your visit. Y'all be sure and come back when you can stay longer.